Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I'm Sheetal Joon and you're watching today's legal news where we update you with the latest legal developments across the country. Starting with the headlines. Supreme Court berates advocates for misleading facts in remission cases. Madras High Court directs state to create online portal for verifying community certificates. Delhi High Court seeks Nada's stand on plea by wrestler Bajrang Punia against suspension. Allahabad High Court imposes ₹10 lakh cost on Catholic Diocese of Gorakhpur UP government over wrongful land possession. Europe's top court backs crackdown on Apple and Google. Now the news in detail. The Supreme Court has severely criticized advocates for providing misleading facts in remission cases, stating that judicial system operates on trust and such cases undermine that trust. The division bench comprising of Justice A.S. Oka and Justice George Massey, while dismissing one such petition filed by 9 under trials seeking remission, noted that this is the 7th case in the last couple of weeks where misleading facts and false statements have been presented before this court in matters of remission or furlough. The senior advocate in the matter representing the under trials argued that they had completed 14 years of imprisonment. However, the bench pointed out discrepancies as were proven by the documents submitted. In view of this, the bench warned the senior advocate of exemplary courts. On miscellaneous days, there are over 60 cases and it is not feasible for judges to scrutinize each page, though we strive to do so. Our system works on faith and such cases erode that trust. This case is a clear instance where exemplary courts should be imposed, the court said. Disapproving of the practice of rejecting community certificate applications on the ground that they should be submitted only in the native district and not in the district where the applicant was residing, the Madras High Court has directed the state government to come up with a centralized online portal for submitting the applications and verifying the claims. First Division Bench of Acting Chief Justice D. Krishna Kumar and Justice P. B. Balaji said that the online portal should enable filing of applications from any place irrespective of the residence or nativity of the applicant, and contain provisions for the officials concerned to cross-check the community status of the applicant with that of his or her relatives residing in the native district. The court also asked the state to make a provision enabling the competent authority in the other district to verify or inquire regarding the community status of the applicant based on the communal status of her parents or siblings or ancestors who resided in that district irrespective of the present place of residence of the applicant. The bench directed the government to fix a time schedule for completing the entire procedure without causing any unnecessary delay so as to enable the applicant who belongs to the marginalized community to have access to education and employment opportunities. The Delhi High Court has sought the stand of the National Anti-Doping Agency (NADA) on a petition by wrestler Bajrang Punia challenging his suspension. The single-judge bench of Justice Sanjeev Narola has issued a notice to the agency on the petition, which has been filed ahead of the Senior World Wrestling Championship to be held in Albania in October. As a senior advocate appearing for Punia pressed for an interim relief, the judge remarked that no formal application has been filed for the same. The court, however, questioned Punia on his refusal to submit a sample for the testing, asking how will they let you play if you don't test. Punia's counsel asserted that there were issues concerning the use of an outdated kit and he has sought answers from the authorities. The Allahabad High Court has imposed a cost of ₹10 lakh on the Catholic Diocese of Gorakhpur and Uttar Pradesh government jointly for wrongly taking over possession of a land belonging to a villager, depriving the landowner and his legal heirs from using of the land for more than 32 years. The villager Bhola Singh died during the pendency of case. Singh and his heirs' land in Gorakhpur was wrongly given to the diocese by the state government on a lease. The diocese's plea was that the land was handed over by Singh to the state government during the sealing process and later on the same land was given to the diocese for construction of a hospital. The court observed that as per state government record, only the share of another co-owner and not of Singh was handed over to the state government, but documents in this regard were not brought on record to avoid any adverse interference and therefore the state government had no right to give land of Singh on the lease to the diocese. European Union antitrust chief Margaret Vestager has scored two major wins as Europe's top court has backed her crackdown against Apple's Irish tax deal and Google's anti-competitive practices in two landmark cases. The European Commission in 2016 ordered Apple to pay 13 billion euros in back taxes to Ireland, saying the iPhone maker benefited from two Irish tax rulings for more than 2 decades that artificially reduced its tax burden to as low as 0.005% in 2014. The Luxembourg-based Court of Justice of the EU has sided with the ruling. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. Subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android devices for the latest legal updates.